Remember, if you like this video, don't forget to press the subscribe button and press the notification bell so you will be alerted to when I have new videos. Welcome to another episode of Mach Fishing. In this episode, I'll show you how I cook my crabs indoors on my stovetop after a good successful day of crabbing. Almost messed that one up. Slow it, keeper. This pot would hold 2.5 dozen blue crabs. Alright, we're going to do a little catch and cook. This is just how I cook some crabs, and I'm going to steam these, and I'm just going to cook them inside today, not outside. So I'm going to have, of course, some JO number 2, some water, and some apple cider vinegar. I like apple cider vinegar. I used to use beer also, but I can't really tell the difference with the beer, so I don't use beer anymore. I use that for drinking. Then we have, this is the pot I'm using. It has this bottom that goes in. That keeps the crabs off the bottom. As you can see, there's a lip on the edge there that keeps the crab suspended out of the water. Okay, so basically I'm going to fill up to about here, under here, with water and vinegar combination, probably 2/3, 1/3. So 2/3 water, 1/3 vinegar, the apple cider vinegar. Well, actually, this is probably 1:4 ratio, not a 1:3 ratio, but it's up to you. None of this is an exact science. The part I like to do is more the timing of how long the crabs are cooking. Yep. And here are the crabs that we're going to put in. I'm going to put in just enough for them to fill this pot. They're on ice because the ice keeps them from dropping their claws off when I put them in the heat. I hate crabs that drop their claws. Alright, so I'm going to turn this sucker on high. And I'm going to put this back in, and then put the lid on, and I'm going to wait till I see steam. Once I see steam coming out of the pot, then I'll start putting the crabs in. If you have a basket, you can prep the crabs in the basket beforehand, so when you see steam, you can just drop them in the basket. I mean, drop the basket into the pot. Alright, so we're going to close and wait till we see steam coming out of here. And this is the JO number 2 seasoning that I'm going to use. When you open it up, see, that's what I'm going to use. Well, I'm running out. I do have another tub downstairs. So I'm going to put a layer of crabs down, and once I put the layer of crabs down, I'm going to cover them with a liberal spritzing of this JO number 2. Then I put another layer down, more spritzing, until they're all covered. And then I'll close the lid And once the lid's closed, I'm going to wait till I see steam again. Once I see steam, then I'm going to do about 10 minutes on high or 15 minutes on high, and then another 5 minutes on medium, so 20 minutes altogether. And then I'm going to turn it off, and then I'm just going to let the crabs sit in their own natural heat for about another 5 minutes. Sometimes I take the lid off after that 5 minutes, so I let the steam come out. That way the crabs come out a little drier like you get in a restaurant. They're not real wet. So some people also put newspaper, you know, over this, and then put the lid on top of that, and that way the water that steams up won't drip back down onto the crabs. It'll get absorbed by the newspaper, but I just take the lid off and that's good enough. So anyway, this is just an indoor catch and cook. I'm not using my big bushel basket today. It's about a half a bushel of crabs I have, but I'm going to do something with the crabs that can't fit in here. I'll probably do a little stir-fried crabs or something. Okay, now we have steam. So now we're going to start layering the crabs and adding the JO number 2 spice in there until it's full, and then I'll put the lid on and we'll go for another 15 minutes on high after we get more steam. Okay, now we're just gonna wait till we see steam, a lot of steam coming out of here, and then I'll start the timer, start counting about 15 minutes. And then after that, I'll lower the temperature a little bit, just to medium instead of high, for about 5 minutes. Then I'll cut it off, and then I'll just let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes in their own natural heat. All the crabs should be bright orange. There should be no green or darkness in it most of the time. If it's cooked all the way, it's going to be bright orange, like a lobster. If it's not, let it cook for another 5 minutes. Okay? Be right back. Okay, there's steam coming out now. So we'll set a timer for 15 minutes, then lower the temperature to medium, go another 5 minutes, and then turn it off. And then we'll see what the crabs look like. Alright, all the timing is done. The flames are turned off. Let's see what the crabs look like. Oh, there we go. Nice bright orange. See that steam coming out? But I'll let it sit for 5 minutes in its own steam, and then I'll go ahead and take the lid off for another 5 minutes. And then we can get down to business. Okay, it's been sitting here for 10 minutes, so sitting in its own heat. So we're going to take the lid off, let all that steam go away, and then from there, it's time to get cracking. Oh yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for watching, and until next time, be sure to check out my other videos.